What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Kevin Berry. Kevin Berry stated something very interesting to IFL TV as he was being interviewed. He said that if they would have had the same referee that Joseph Parker would have had the night Joshua fought Andy Ruiz would have lost. And he explains because the referee on the night of Joshua Parker didn't let the guys fight in close quarters. He didn't let them. He broke the fight. He broke the match up every single clinch. He didn't let them fight in close. And that's the reason why that fight went the way it did. It was a constant chess match simply because of how it was refereed. Now, this is interesting simply because what Kevin Berry says, he might be onto something. Simply because when Parker fought Joshua, there was a lot of, I felt, unnecessary breakups. You know, I'm doing a video soon about referees and how they can affect a fight. You know, a lot of times referees can be just as corrupted as the judges, you know. And in the Parker AJ fight, I felt that Joseph wanted to do more in the inside and wasn't allowed to. And that's true. He wasn't allowed to do the things that he was known for. You know, if Joshua, because Joshua fought him long, he didn't get in any exchanges with Parker. But he knew better than that because he knew what Parker was capable of. However, he didn't know what Ruiz was, unfortunately. You know, that's why Ruiz was able to do what he did. But therefore, he fought him long. He didn't fight him in close. He didn't exchange. That's why it was a chess match. It was along with Joshua fighting a certain way on top of the referee, breaking them up every particular clinching. You know, I remember Richard Steele would use his famous quote, "Fight to get out," right? Commence punching. That means, you know, you basically leave it up to the fighters to do the work for you. You know, they know how to fight. They know how to unclinch themselves. They know how to, break themselves. You don't want to necessarily have to do that each and every time. So I do agree with Kevin that the referee was he did partake and affected the sway and the flow of the fight with AJ Parker. However, I do not agree with what he said, me counterpunching him, because that night, simply because Anthony Joshua did not know what was coming at him. He did not know he was not prepared for Andy Ruiz. You know, the footage that he's seen on him was 3 a.m, right? And he really didn't know a lot about him. I mean, how much are you going to really know about watching a tape 3 a.m? You know what I'm saying? You can't cram for something a lot of times and expect a positive outcome on that exam the next day, okay? Because you didn't take the time to prepare properly. And that's what happened with Anthony Joshua. He did get into an exchange, which he shouldn't have, and he got caught high on the head. And when Ruiz dropped him, his confidence filled up, there was no stopping him. He knew, okay, he had a newfound sense of confidence at that point. That was true what Kevin Berry said. But I don't agree with the ref in that particular fight. He said the ref in that fight was good, therefore that's why it went the way it went. And of course, Kevin Berry would say that simply because that is his argument. And he has a good argument because referees, they do from time to time affect the sway and the flow of the fight. That is true. But, and that is some truth to the AJ Parker fight. I think that fight was over officiated, over refereed. The referee was just doing too much. You know what I mean? And you can't get nasty hooks in there like those Gennady Golovkin clinch hooks and uppercuts, that Parker could do inside if the referee won't let you. So I do, for that reason, understand that. But to just throw it, oh, well, Ruiz would have lost. No, because Anthony Joshua knocked down Ruiz, therefore giving him that sense of confidence to go in for the kill and didn't have regards to what was coming back at him. And because of that, he got caught and never recovered. And then Ruiz commenced repeating the process of hurting Anthony Joshua until the referee stopped it. Mind you, people, the main thing in this is who stopped the fight between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz? The referee. Okay? Now, it's ironic that he's saying the referee was a good referee, right, of the night, but this is the referee, in fact, was the one that stopped the fight. You know what I mean? So he didn't really go in depth of saying, okay, well, this referee would have done this. He would have gave him leeway. You know, he just said on the way he was clinching or unclenching or breaking the clinches, right? So Kevin Barry, of course, is Joseph Parker's trainer. And, you know, I think that he wants to right that wrong. I think he wants Joseph Parker another shot at Anthony Joshua, which that fight can happen, I think. If Parker keeps winning, and then, you know, considering what done already happened, okay, which if AJ gets past Ruiz, then Parker's signed with the Zone now, with Matchroom. So that fight can be easily made. You know, lickety split. It could be made simply because now these guys have wins over over Ruiz. Then Parker also had the WBO, okay? And he wants another crack at that title. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that being a nice scrap. And then what Parker knows now versus what he probably didn't know when he fought him was that, hey, the myth of AJ with his chin is suspect. So, you know, if I crack him high on the head, I can do what Andy Ruiz did. So it looks very interesting. But you guys tell me what you think about Kevin Barry's statements regarding the referee. Would it have went the same way if he had the same referee? You guys tell me. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.